Hello and welcome to Corvid Coder. This is the show where I code things and you watch. And I oftentimes explain the things I'm coding. So we're going to continue with Nuthatch. It's been about a week because of Thanksgiving. If I remember right, where we left off, there were some pretty bad performance issues with drawing images that I wanted to work through. I'm not in my usual area. The computer area is kind of being used for something else right now. So I'm on the couch. So let's get going. So, oh yeah, I need to open up this. So, Nuthatch is what we're going to be working on today. Nuthatch is a collection of game utilities for making video games on the web. We're not using any libraries other than WebGL, I guess. It's an API, not a library. And if you want to know more, you can go to patreon.com/DannyFritz. You can find the YouTube for all my previous episodes if you're watching this live right now. There's also Twitch if you want to watch it live. And then github.com/CorvidCoder is where you can go to see all of the code that we're doing. All of the code in this organization, Corvid Coder, is coded entirely on stream. So if you go into Nuthatch and you see a commit, such as like day 4, if you go to day 4 on YouTube, you can watch this commit being made. Okay. So with that, let's go into Nuthatch. Let's go ahead and open up Atom here. Cool. I'm going to start the build process. I'm also going to start the test process in the correct folder though. Let me check my microphone levels. Okay, they look okay. I guess allow Node to use my network. Okay. So let's go ahead and split this. Okay, so I had graphics open already. Before I go any further, I remember what I wanted to do. So let's go to Shipwreckers. Let's go look at the frame rate. It's pretty bad, right? I guess I don't want to, well, like last time it wouldn't even let me open up the dev tools. Oh, I want to use, that's my personal browser. I want to use this one. So as you see, it's still pretty bad. Let's try and open up the DevTools. So it did open, and it's telling me, it's like, oh no, our frames are huge. Okay, so let's close that. I guess I could pause it. I can open it up again. Yeah, I'm just going to kill it for now. So I'll have the Chrome Task Manager ready. I need to split this. I don't have my numpad on my keyboard, so I can't do my hotkeys. So I'm just going to end this process. We'll just keep this available. So here it is. I want to take these two shaders, so I have an image and shape. I want to combine them into one. I don't want two separate shaders. I want one shader. And the reason why is not for performance, even though that's the thing I'm working for right now. It's because this graphics program has a lot of state that has to do with keeping track of, what was my color set? So if I switch shaders, I can change the color appropriately. My transform matrix, I need to keep that state, because if I switch shaders, I need to keep the transform matrix set. A lot of this stuff can just go away if I just have one shader. And that would make this program a lot easier to, I think, optimize, kind of figure out what's going on, because there will only be one shader now that I'm optimizing. So I'm just going to look at these side by side. I'm going to decide what's different about them and how I should go about doing it. So both have a color. This one has an out color. This one has a texture coordinate and an out color. So only difference is how we sample for this. So this one just passes along the color. This one takes the texture plus the color times the alpha, so it pre-multiplies it. Okay, so in order to do this, we need to add another uniform. And it's going to be a bool. And it's going to be, well, it's going to an int. Because what if we have more than two types eventually? True and false is kind of limiting. Or int, we can just use 0 and 1 for now and have enums in TypeScript for 0 and 1. So if the uniform, it's going to be uniform underscore path type content. Pretty much I need a name that specifies I'm going to be going between shapes and images for now. There could be other things in the future, but for now it's shapes and images. Type. We'll go with type for now. If type equals 0, I wonder if I can do this. I don't see why not. And before I go any further, I'm going to look up enums. See if GLSL has enums. Well, I don't want C enums. How to enumerate uniform variables. No, okay. We'll stick with what we're doing right now then. So these two, we have type shape and type image. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to want these two also over... Oh, I should duplicate this. It's going to be called f.gsl. Okay. And then I'm actually going to revert this. Because I'm actually just going to delete them at the end. Okay. So if type equals 0, O color equals U color. And we have else if type, and I literally just did this. I don't want 0, I want type shape. Let me go open up a tab so I can check on chat. Won't be able to check chat in real time, but I can check it every once in a while. And I won't see any previous messages, I only see messages going forward, unfortunately. Okay, so that's open, I can check it now. Do I need all these things? Yes, I do. Okay. I have to turn off this preview and minimize it, though. Okay. So, and then else if it's an image, I want to do this. What is this? Oh, jeez. Can I do that? What is this linter complaining about? Unknown shader type. It's GLSL. Maybe I need to name it. There you go. So, okay. So it doesn't like this. Let's go take a look at our linter. type undeclared identifier. Oh, I'm just gonna delete this. So I'm just gonna delete this too. So then I want to duplicate this into shader, I guess. Kind of a really poor name, but well. So anyways, let's look at F. So what is it not like? It's a U type. Cool. I'm afraid that I don't have a path for ocolor on else. So I think I'm going to put in an else here. I'm going to do ocolor. I'm just going to make it equal bright red, just as a default. There. Bright red, I said. Okay. So if we ever get into this else thing, we'll just see a big bright red thing. Or maybe magenta. Let's do magenta. I think this is magenta. Okay. So now let's do the V track, the vertex. So this one should be easier. So nothing really happens in the vertex shader. I'm going to set this up like a three-way merge. Okay. Oh, well, I guess well. There we go. Okay. So I want this and this into here. And I don't want the linter. I guess every time I click off, it's just going to pop it up. Give me a second here. I want this to minimize to system tray. Okay. Good. One less thing for me to look at. This one too. Why not? Is this a... I guess this is it. Nice. And I need one more thing. I need to always show those things. So I want OBS to always show and Commander to always show. Okay. Okay, so they're up there. And when I do that, I see a lot less things. Okay, awesome. So I was going to modify linter to stop popping up all the time. Is that even possible? I guess I didn't need to make it lowercase. It might be this that's doing it. I don't know yet. Maybe there's a UI, enter UI. Hide panel when empty. I like that idea. Ship decorators. I guess this isn't what I want. Wait. Okay, so decorate on tree view, gutter highlight position, panel represents entire project, status bar, click behavior, status bar position. Okay, let's try that. That's better. If I do open up the linter, which is in here, it disappears now. I guess I just can't get both worlds, I guess. Just one. Okay. So I want to combine these two into here. So we have a position, we have a text chord. Oh, these are the same thing. Here we go. We have a position, we have a text chord, we have a transformation matrix, which I want to rename while I'm at it. My cat's snoring. Oh, I suppose I should have done this down here. So here I'm removing the W. Or I'm adding a W because I don't pass one in, I guess. I have an O text chord. Okay, so I either want to take the transformation times the position, which is a vec4. God, how confusing is this? I should have made it a vec3. There's no business in this being a vec4. Unless I can make it a vec4 and automatically it gets rid of the W. Anyways. So it looks like this is the only part that needs to change. And it's just a pass-through. So I wonder if I can just leave it. Well, I'll do an if. If, let's go bring in that other one. If, where's the other one? I want to bring in utype. I want to bring in these two types. Okay, thank you. If view type is equal to type image, then do this. Where are all these warnings? Oh, those are GitHub changes. Oh, it's noisy. I wonder where I'd find that. Git diff. No thanks. I guess I can just disable this package then. Oh yeah, we got gutter space back. Nice. Cool. So I still see the git diff in the scroll bar, but not in here, which is what I want. Okay. Move this to the end because I feel like that should always be the last thing that happens. I like this better than the vec4. Okay, so I'm going to assume that's done. So I'm going to delete these, or rather, I'm going to open them up, put them in the right order, and then we delete the other two. Now let's get graphics working. So it's no longer going to be programs. We're only going to have a single program. So that's going to be simplified. Let's just delete these two. Let's delete that. Let's delete that. We don't need those. Okay. It's going to be program. Okay, we're still going to use program here. And I think, let's see what program contains. It's a program, buffers, attributes, and uniforms. I think that looks fantastic. But we're just going to have one. Just one. So come in here and we say this dot program equals it's going to be shader. Okay. Oh, that's true. So const program equals that, and then this dot program is going to be equal to this interface, which is going to have the program. Oh, I hate that program.program. I really hate this. This dot program.program. We're going to call it a context. Well, that's not true either. Ugh. What should I got? This dot program. Okay, this dot program. Oh, that bugs me so much though. We're gonna move on though. Question. Okay. So I'll just leave a note for it. So buffers, we need a VBO, we need an EBO. I don't know if I entirely agree with this yet. I think we're going to create a buffer, we're going to pre-populate it, and then we're going to switch between them. So let's just get this working for now. A position, we also want text chord. U color, U trans, it's now transformation. Let's move it up there. U color and U text. Okay. A position, text chord, EBO, VBO. Okay, so I'm going to delete all of this. I'm going to say use the program right up here. I don't have to wait. Okay. Let's go see where errors now. Did it even build? Let's fix these. Oh, there's so many errors I have to fix. That's right. Okay, let's get this linter going. And let me kill this process. I guess I have that open. Kill. Okay. Okay, so clear takes the color and it clears it. Cool. Color is not a property. That's right, because it's going to be this dot uniform for F color. What did I do wrong? Oh, I need a location. This dot program dot uniform dot u color. Still? Expected 5 arguments. Oh, 4VF. 4FV. There we go. Uniforms. What's wrong with this? Oh, it wants a float array. Okay, let's do 4F. Okay, that made it happy. Next one, transformation matrix. Nope, that's not what we're doing. Actually, I can just find it right down here, probably. Here. Well, no. Here. Grab that. Okay. Set texture. This dot program dot uniforms. Okay, we are going to reorganize this. Type is a uniform. WebGL uniform location. Let's just copy these 3 lines. I want to make it private now. Okay. Cool. So now, when I do the setup, it's going to look a lot different now. Apparently WebGL or TypeScript has no idea what a program is, because this is not a WebGL program. So that actually solves that question. I don't want that. Well, I'm going to do a change all. Here, here, and here. I'm going to change it into equals. Cool. Get rid of that space. Okay, so all program becomes this step program. All right, all right. All this stuff just really didn't belong on program. With one program, it doesn't belong there. With multiple programs, it did. So we'll just resolve these as they come through. Okay, let's do a v2 word. One more word. Back. V. Back. Back. Doing good. Let's go v3 word. Oop. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. We do need that. Don't need that anymore. Don't need this anymore. Yeah, I mean, I can already see how this is going to save us a lot of things. However, those weren't the bottlenecks, it was these buffer datas. Let's go a bunch of words over. Let's do a v3w. One more word. Okay. Oop. Through these. That means we also don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. That. Okay, let's go like a bunch of words over. Keep going, keep going, keep going. v3w. One more w. Maybe down to another 13. Okay. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Yeah, this is cleaning up so much. I'm going to be removing so many lines. Okay, so it's v3w. I wonder if I can just like get in position and hit dot. Yep. Down to 4. Let's go like 8 over. Get in position and dot. Get in position, dot. 2 left. Or maybe I need to screen this a little more. No. Wait, what's left? Matrix is declared but never read. Oh gosh, what have I done? Okay. I have a feeling that that was a mistake. Program, okay. Let me look at what used to be there. This is like one of those places where I moved all the matrix stuff. Why did it need matrix? I mean, it didn't. Oh. Oh, it was right here. I set the default matrix to identity, so I do need to bring it back. Let's give me matrix back. And let's bring back identity. Oop, that's not where it goes. Okay, so when I'm doing my setup here, after I create the program, the first thing I want to do is attach onto this dot set transform matrix dot identity. Okay. What's this? Takes a map 4x4. Parameter M of public method from exported class has or is using private name map 4x4. What did I do? Oh, oops. Not ready to commit that. I need a comma. I feel like I could have gotten a, well, I guess it is going to be an error. There we go. Okay. And linters, all gone. Okay. So, what do you think now, Shipwreckers? That's kind of amazing Okay, so let me check my compiler. Wow, no errors. It compiled. Let's do like a hard refresh. Okay, so hard refresh changed it quite a bit. Do I not have disable cache? I don't. Oh my gosh. Okay. So insert failed to get uniform location of U transformation. I believe you. That would be in here. U transformation. Can you get it now? Ooh, you can. Now we have a black screen. Interesting. And it's still doing all the work. We just don't see anything. Let me kill that real quick. Well, we can leave it. Wait, what's the other tab? Oh, it's the developer tools. Let's close that. Well, actually I want it open. So let's go. Okay. Oh, I have a new uniform I'm not accounting for. I wonder if Pong still works though. I wonder if it defaults to 0 or not. That didn't work. No, so nothing's working. So I do need to set the U type. It's funny how it's not giving us like anything useful here. Okay. So I'm going to make this smaller so I can look at both. I don't want to do that right now. So I have a new uniform called U type. I didn't include it here. Don't know if that's going to be a problem or not. So let's see here. Where do I set the uniforms? Right here. U type get uniform location. This.gl, this.program, U type. So now I need to change the U type uniform anytime I enter an image. So this dot gl dot uniform f this dot uniforms dot u type 1. 1f. There. 1f. Scroll up. Error, invalid operation, wrong uniform function for type. Did I type a V? No. Where's that coming from? Let's try that. 1FV. Nowhere. Huh. If I put it in an array, wrong uniform function for type. Oh, it's an int. Danny. How do I do an int? GLSL uniform, well, docs.gl. Uniform. So we have float. 1i. Oh, I mean it is working. I thought it was giving me an error symbol. Okay, cool. And then let's go down to triangles and fix that one too. Let me make sure that's what I did. Indeed, 0 is shape, 1 is image. We'll pull this out into here. I'm also going to pull this out. I wonder if there are better types I could be using, like a short. Unsigned int. Float. Unsigned int. Matrix. Interesting. Okay. So that's fine for now. I'm able to initialize the shader program uniforms with the same name but different type precision, U-type. Do they have different? Oh wow, they do. Okay. I don't know what the default precision is then. I wonder if it's just complaining because they're in 2 different shaders. I'm just going to assume I don't need it in Vertex. Okay, so all of the warnings and stuff went away. So we're not even seeing the bright red. Let's see what happens when we comment this out. What if I just do that? Oh. Just nothing at all, right? Oops. Huh. It's as if I'm not calling draw elements at all. Or I wonder if it's this. Or this. Could be this. It is that. I wish TypeScript would have caught that. Hey, okay. Okay. So now let's do a profile of this. Never really figure out this thing. Okay, let's see what we're doing every frame now. So here's a frame. Come in here, let's go to another frame. So here's our typical frame. We come in here, we call, really? Oh yeah, we do. We set the matrix every frame, that's true. We set the matrix. Oh, this isn't every frame. This is every image. So do we have timings on these even? No. Let's make this bigger. So in 500 operations, we don't even get to our first frame. That is pitiful. Okay. Let's work on these bind buffers, or buffer datas, I mean. This is where I'm pretty sure most of the time is taken. I'm pretty sure they don't change. This one does, the matrix one does, unfortunately. This one does not. Okay, so let's go and create that buffer. So in draw image, we are doing this buffer data thing here. Yes. We're going to pull this out, and it's going to become a setup thing. Image EBO. It's going to be this dot buffers dot image. Oh, EBO. And we can just put this straight in there. I guess that's fine. So we're going to do this once. And then down there, we're not going to buffer it, we're just going to enable it. Where's draw image? Oops, sorry.
Streaming.
Okay. So in draw image, we are just going to enable it. Where does that go? Oh, it's right here. So buffer data. No. Where did it go? Did I pull it up here also? Oh yeah, bind buffer. So I want that to go down here. So I don't need to buffer that ever again, is what I'm assuming. Let's see what we got. Okay. Let's see what our frame rate's at. Did it improve at all? It did improve. Not by a terrible amount, but... Alright, let's go and capture. Let's go for the first 500, that's fine. And reload. And let's see where we're at. Okay, there is one less bind buffer in there, and we're still getting the same result. Okay, so what else can we do away with? Or sorry, buffer data went away. I wonder if we don't need to do these over and over and over. Let's try just doing those once and see what happens. So like this one, for instance, we pull that out. So that would be a hex chord. Does it work? No. No array buffer is bound and offset is non-zero. Okay, so it needs to be after binding it. So that one does need to stay. So enable, define, enable, define. Where do I do the buffer stuff here? I'm going to pull vertices into here. It's a float 32 array, apparently. Okay. So just a little bit of cleanup. Quick little box. So looks like I might need to sprite batch this in order to get this to speed up, or remove this from being needed. Like I need to batch this up. Otherwise, this is just too many calls. So maybe I should work on Sprite batch. I'm going to commit where I'm at right now, because I feel like it's a good spot. Okay. So, Sprite batch. What would Sprite batch look like? Can I not close this? Okay. So we have image, we have sprite, and then we're going to have sprite batch. And we need to take in an image. We need to take in a... Wait, we take in a position? Oh, position of the sprite. Right. And a size. Right. So it's almost looking like I should make a sprite type at this point. And then we want positions. It's kind of a bad name. Basically, we're going to draw all of the images. So How does this work? So the image EPO is always this. So he has two triangles that make a square. And then the vertices looks like this. There's only, oh yeah, it's like 0, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. So that means elements is going to change. Yeah, because this is 0 through 3. And then elements is 0 through 3. So we are going to bind to like an EBO, because that needs to be dynamic. And VBO I'm okay with changing. So for this, we're not going to call draw image. We're actually going to do our own thing. Oops. So let's go find draw image. Let's copy it out. Let's go find Sprite. Oh shoot, that's not where I want it. Okay, try this again. So I'm going to take this, copy it, and then I'm going to take all of this, I'm going to copy it, so now we can draw one sprite with it. So this is going to become elements.length. We're not going to bind image EBO, we're just going to bind EBO. We're going to buffer data into stat.gl.element array buffer elements. Elements is going to be somewhat predictable. Let me see what I did. Yeah, okay. So I need to generate elements. What about the rest of this? These need to be generated with offsets. So I just need to repeat over this for each positions and add the offsets of the positions to all of these. So elements is going to be something like let's just create the array first, and then we're going to do positions dot for each I did make it a vector too, that's good. So for each vector, we're going to say elements dot push doesn't like. No, I guess I can't do that. We need to make a flatten then. So it's going to be a map now. We're going to return an array of things that look like this. Wow. I need to go XY, XY, XY. I just need a stamp of this. Okay, so I'm just not gonna make this too complicated. It's gonna be vertices of 0 plus x, vertices of 1 plus y. We're just gonna repeat that 16 times. Okay, let's start. I don't know why I can't add 12 times. Okay. Okay. Map does not exist in type vector 2. Thank you. Thank you, TypeScript. Well, this isn't elements. This is vertices. Ugh. We'll come back to you, elements. But this is not correct. I'm going to leave that as an error so I can come back to it without forgetting about it. So vertices is actually going to be for each position, we're going to generate one of these. I guess I do want this. Okay. Oh, I need to alias these. Okay. So there's my vertices. It's a map, so I need to flatten it. And put it in a float 32. Oh, yeah. Is there a built-in flatten? Actually, just let me search my project. I could have sworn I've written a flatten. No? Interesting. Okay. What's going on here? Is there float 32 from? Because I feel like I'd rather do that than use the new keyword. From, yeah. Okay. So now elements we need to generate. Oh boy. So elements, it's going to have kind of a pretty predictable pattern. Okay, so it's going to be something like positions.map, and we have a value I don't care about and an index I do care about. I don't think we need anything more complicated than that. And then I want to reduce it. I want to flat reduce it. So I want the same thing here. So this is going to look like, I'm just going to copy it from up here. 0, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2. 0, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2. 0, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2. Then we're going to add I to each one of those. Oh gosh, okay. It's not just going to be I. It's going to be const offset equals I times 4. Yeah. So let's change all these I's to an O. Oops. Highlight it, select it, change to O. Okay. All right. So now let's make sure it's not completely broken. Let's make sure it's compiling. Oops. It is. Okay, so now I need to change Shipwreckers over to use a Sprite batch. Did I call it Sprite batch? What did I call it? Sprite batch. Test, demos, Shipwreckers, map. It's going to be in this draw call. So this is going to be different. So if the sprite is complete, we're going to graphics.sprite batch. It's going to be sprite I guess 0, 0. And the size is going to be, I believe it's 64, 64. Oh, it's tile size. And then it's going to be positions. So we're not going to do this anymore. We're going to do this. Positions.push that. I want this to be inside of the if. And what happens? It breaks. GL draw elements attempt to access out of range vertices and attribute 0. Yeah, interesting. Bind buffer, buffer data, draw elements. How many elements are there? $780. And what do the 780 look like? Zero, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 5. I mean, that looks right. So I need to see the length of this now, I guess. My console's broken. 2080. And what's the biggest number that comes out of here? It's going to be positions, length, times 4, minus 1. $516 is the biggest one I'm looking for. And I am generating one that is, right here, uint16 array. Not that I think that's going to change anything. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I was sending in. Okay, yeah. I was sending in uint, or I was sending in floats, and WebGL was interpreting them as uint16s, which would be just arbitrary random numbers, or seemingly random. Okay, let's do a let's see what this looks like now. So, first call clears it. Second call draws the entire background. Third call draws a ship. And that one draws the other ship. Look at that. So now in the first, I don't know how many. Let's see. So from here to, actually, what's all this? What is all this? You don't ever need to set these. These need to be set only once. So all this stuff, only once. I have no idea if that's true, but I can do it anyways. What is this? Oh, it's which texture we're using. Why is this all outside? Okay, so we come in here. If the last texture used is the image we're using, oh, okay, I see. Otherwise, get it. If you don't, go ahead and create it and set it, and then set all this stuff on it. Feeling all this is unnecessary. So that's definitely not true. We'll find out which one is necessary. Let me go to this console logs. Okay, so now let's find out which ones of those are true. So let's put active texture back. Let's put these back. Oh shit, okay. Hey, I'll leave them out. Let's take these two out. Okay. Let's take these two out. If I just remove these. Interesting. We'll remove it. However, all right, let's see where all our draw calls are going now. So it comes in here, sets up all the stuff. Okay, clears the color. What is all this? Oh, it's creating textures. Let's go down. It's been running for a bit now. Okay, so we clear the canvas. Then we do stuff with textures. How many textures can I guarantee on WebGL2, I wonder? I wonder if that's the next optimization I should do, is a ring buffer of images I'm using. Okay, so we're getting ready to draw the sprites, it looks like, because I'm passing in 2080. Okay. So now I'm drawing the next image. I do all the normal image stuff. It'd be nice if I could avoid this by doing a ring buffer. So I removed a buffered data when I draw an individual image, which is cool. So I don't have to generate that, it's going to be the same. And then I start over. So these frames are much faster now. Before I didn't even get through one frame in the first 500 calls. And now we're getting up to like the, I don't even know how many frames this is. But it's many, many, many frames. It's maybe like 12 in the first 500 calls. So the first ones are blank because the image hasn't loaded yet. So as soon as the image loads, then it starts drawing the things. So I think that was a pretty good stream today. I think a ring buffer might be worth looking at next, because then we can save a lot of these calls. Like these can just entirely go away if we only have like a certain number. But let's go look. I think, or not this, I think WebGL stats will tell us. So I'm requiring WebGL2. I want to see what the max or min, is there a min? Samples. Map texture size. Combine texture units. The minimum number of texture units that can be used. If a unit is used by both vertex. See, I don't know. I don't know if that's what I'm looking for either. Texture layers. See, I don't even know what a texture layer is. It could be this. That's for anti-aliasing. Texture size? Largest texture size, no. So the maximum number of texture units that can be used in a fragment shader. Oh, I guess this is it. So the nice thing is the minimum is 16, 100% support 16. So I can have up to 16 textures, which is pretty nice. That's a lot of images. So yeah, I think it's worth looking at next time. So with that, I'm going to close out the stream. So let's go and git commit. Let me make sure the compiler is happy. It is happy, okay. And what day are we on? Close these out and find out. Git log, day 26. Commit. Close out some of these tabs. All right, so that was another show of Corvid Coder. If you want to watch previous streams, you can always click on this link on YouTube. So patreon.com/DannyFritz to get this information. GitHub.com/CorvidCoder. If you like this, please click like on the YouTube video or subscribe if you really, really liked it and you want to see more. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.